स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्द.
Let us enter into the sutra. In the spaces between, feel this as lightning. Mahadeva says, now you intensely experienced the energy centers. You visualized yourself as a light and felt concentrated on every energy center. Now Mahadeva says, feel that same energy as a lightning hitting you. This will happen only when you touch or enlightened master touches you, or when you are touching an energized deity. When enlightened master gives the energy darshan, you can just be aware and you will see a lightning shock. In which chakra you feel the shock strongly, you need to work on that chakra. Understand? Whenever you receive energy darshan, today you try. Today try it with a deep, relaxed, but intense, prayerful mood. Don't think it's the everyday ritual. No. Today, come with an intensity and just look deep. Don't try to talk anything. Every day you speak, you ask, talk many things. Just today, try. Don't try to talk. Don't try to look this side and that side. What is there? What murti is that? Don't divert your attention. And another big problem is these guys, only that few minutes get so close, they don't want to miss seeing my face. But in energy darshan, you are supposed to see your face, not just mine. So come and close your eyes and look inside where the shock is happening, which chakra is receiving the lightning. Be sensitive. It will always happen every time when master touches. Today be sensitive, that's all. If you are sensitive, you can see. You can see. See where that touch is happening, where that lightning is happening. Or when you touch an energized deity, you can have that lightning. Actually, I think Dakshinamurti you can touch and feel. That is the deity energized, but outside. You can go and touch the feet of Dakshinamurti, that Guru's embodiment of Guru. You can touch that Murti, the feet, and see what happens inside you when the master touches it. The same thing will happen when you touch the energized deity. That is the power of energized deities. Once the life is added to them, they become independent intelligence. They do the same work of master's body. Whatever is said and done, if you have seen that hall, before putting the Garbha on the deities and after putting the Garbha on deities, you will understand the difference, the energy difference. When a master touches you, or when you enter into an energy field, intense energy fields like a Tirumala or the Arunachaleshwara temple or Madurai Devi temple, or there are so many other temples, intense energy fields, Vishwanatha and Badrinath, Kedar, this kind of a strong energy fields, if you enter there also you will have the shock. You will see the lightning starts happening inside the system. Whether you are touched by the master, or you are touching the master's body, or you touch an energized idol, the idol or deity installed by an enlightened being, or you enter into a strong energy field. This experience, what Shiva says, can be experienced. Suddenly you will see the lightning happening in your spine. Whenever that happens, close your eyes and rest with it. If it happens in a temple, stop doing all other rituals. Just sit. Go to a corner, just sit. and digest that. Let it happen. Be aware, be sensitive to it. Allow that to work, cooperate with it. You will see, you will receive 1,000 times more than what you will receive by prayer. Prayer is like you are trying to connect. This experience is like he is trying to connect. Whenever he calls you, it goes to voicemail. And whenever you call, you blame he is not picking up. He is not picking up, true, but when he calls you back, it again goes to voicemail. That is why never the dialogue happens. Understand? This experience is like he calling you. Hello. Don't be engaged. Don't be engaged in something else. Just go to one corner, sit with closed eyes, forget about the pandas, priests, pujaris, worship, these, that. Whatever is going on, sit in one corner, internalize. Which chakra you had that shock or lightning? Just, or if you had the whole, all over the body, then internalize, sit with it. Let you encourage, cooperate with it. Let that penetrate you deeper and deeper. You will see the process which is supposed to happen will start happening. Mahadeva says, or in the spaces between, feel this as lightning. This will not happen ordinarily. By visualizing, you cannot do this technique. No. It only happens by the strong energy field. If you are visualizing, you will be only visualizing. That is not experience. That is not experience. You will only be visualizing. But here, this has to happen. This has to happen. So understand, sit with yourself whenever this happens. During three different times it can happen. One, when you are touched by an enlightened body or you are touching the enlightened body. Second, when you touch an energized deity. Of course, energized deity can't come and touch you. At least ordinary level, in ordinary way. And whenever you are entering into an intense energy field, in Tirumala or Arunachala, you may not be able to touch the deity. But the moment you enter that energy field, you will see it happening. It happens. Tirumala is a very powerful energy field. Strong energy field. I was going through all the major donations given to the temple. I had the fortune of sitting with some of the officers who were working on the temple. So many other wonderful things. Everything shows the strong lightning energy which entered into them when they entered into that energy field. You have to respect the energy field with a deep, intense devotion. So many stories. So many stories. The moment they say that they enter into the Tirumala, the energy experience starts and they donate something. That is the way the whole temple was created. The whole temple is a living testimonial of millions of devotees' experience. Millions of devotees' spiritual experience. And one small story about this energy field. Ramanuja is a great enlightened master. He was going around teaching the enlightenment and whatever he discovered, the bhakti, the devotion to all the people all over the country. He went to Tirupati, had darshan of Venkateshwara and stayed there for quite some time. And he was leaving. Those days you have to go only by walk. And especially in the energy fields, the vehicles are not completely allowed. They were completely prohibited. He comes out from the place, walked up to 30 miles. They all became tired. They said, let us eat. And they opened the food which they brought from Tirumala. In Tirumala itself, they cooked and started carrying the food. And When they sat and opened the food, they saw full of ants. Ants in the food. Ramanuja not only did not eat, he completely repacked the whole thing without missing a single ant, leaving a single ant outside. He put them all back and packed it, started walking back to Tirumala. All the disciples started, of course, those days also he had, I think, enough of disturbing disciples. Some started shouting, "What are you doing?" And we are tired. Either give us food, or if you don't want to eat the ants, give us, we will drive the ants and eat at least the food. What is the wrong? It's okay, we will drive the ants away and eat the food. And he said, "No, I am going back." And one more thing, in the Ramanuja's group, Ramanuja was very senior. He became enlightened very late, and all his disciples are young guys. Even though they are young, they are tired, they said, "No, we are not interested in walking back." "Why are you going back? What is the need? Drive the ants and eat the food." Ramanuja says, "No. How many janmas they did a good deeds to take birth in Tirumala, we don't know. We have no right to remove them from that energy field." Understand? Very easy to talk, but very difficult to walk 30 miles back. Very easy to tell this idea, but very difficult to walk 30 miles back to drop the ants back to the energy field. That is the respect they carried for energy field. But even after that, he walked, left the ants there, then next day started his journey. You don't know the respect they showered for the energy field because they experienced it. Same way, Ramana Maharshi will never allow a single tree to be cut in the whole Arunachala boundary. He will say, "Fools, you don't know. Rishis and Munis and Siddhas are coming here and taking birth as a tree, as animals. They are all living here just to enjoy this energy field." And he always used to tell, never disrespect animals or trees inside the ashram where he was staying. He always used to say, "Siddhas, Rishis, Munis have come here to be in the energy field, so never disturb them." But as usual, these guys, these disciples, what foolishness he is telling. And always there used to be a dog which will come before he starts eating, and he will give a little food and the dog will eat and go. And this was annoying one Brahmin who was too much that washing mania. Now the South India suffered too much by washing mania. The muddy, they call it muddy. Washing, unwashing. And this guy, washing mania, he had little irritation. Dog coming all the way to his place where he was sitting and eating, and he giving the food and the dog eats and goes. This is too much. And he shouted at the dog one day, "Don't come here and disturb when Bhagavan eats." Have you no sense? Something like that he shouted. You will be surprised. The dog went and jumped in the well and committed suicide. It committed suicide. Dogs can actually swim. This guy did not swim, jumped into the well and committed suicide. When the news was brought to Bhagavan, he felt so much, and he brought the dog's body and put in his own lap and applied the vibhuti, which he will apply on his body, and did the samadhi, the traditional ceremony of burying enlightened beings. He buried the dog and put a mark on it, and always whenever he used to walk that side, he will stand there and spend few minutes with the dog, with that samadhi. Understand, energy field is a very different phenomenon. You can't logically understand the value of energy field. And there was a great saint, Manikkavasagar. When he came to Arunachala, same way, the moment he enters the area from where he can see the hill, he will remove the shoes. And he will not walk with the leg, with the feet. He says, my feet should not touch the energy field. It's a disrespect.